Hi guys, my name's Andrew Ogilvie and welcome back to the channel. We're going to play some more Pokemon Leaf Green and we're picking up the last time. We finished the dojo. So, first call, I think we're going to need to go and heal ourselves up. So I missed my upload. If you follow me and wait for each upload, I missed my upload on the Tuesday. So we're going to be dropping it today on the Wednesday. I can only apologise, I've been really busy. I've not had the time recently. There's a lot of stuff going on in the background, which hopefully will flourish, and I'll be able to give you some good news later on down the line. But that's all I'm giving away just now. So I got a couple of things I wanted to speak about. Missing my upload. I think that's got to be up there. One of those ones. I've just been really busy with work, and do you know, work hasn't been that bad, but it's the after work activities that have been I've been really busy with them. So we're just going to be making our way inside the Rocket Tower here, and just taking on all of Team Rocket. I believe you need to beat all of them before you can then take on the gym. So I'm saying I believe that, but I'm not actually too sure. There's also the TM for Psychic in this town, in Saffron, down the bottom right hand side. So we can always stop by and pick that up before. I think we might end up battling Giovanni. I'm not really too sure on the process, the way that things go, but we'll take it from there. I'm hopefully going to get a good few levels on Coco, being Psychic type and Poison. Hopefully between Coco and Gamakichi we can maybe do some damage, because Gamakichi's slacking at 29. We'll send him out there, send her out there now, and we'll try and get some levels on her. It looks like she's close to 30 actually. That's brilliant. I haven't played Navi well. See, missing my uploads just completely thrown me off. Let's go for the stuff. And I just feel like I haven't touched this game in a long time, even though it's only been a couple of days. I knew that we had to come in and take on Team Rocket, and the only reason I knew that was because I watched my last video, just so I knew what I'd spoke about already without basically filling you in on stuff he's already knew. But I do have a couple of things noted down on my sheet that I want to speak about in this episode. And one is I broke my chair. The infamous squeaky chair that I have. It's finally, well, it's still squeaky. I was going to say squeaked its last squeak, but it's still hanging in there. But I was leaning back on it. It's like one of those tilting chairs, and I was just leaning back on it the other day playing some FIFA, and it just made an awful cracking noise, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna need to start thinking about getting a new chair. But I knew I was going to have to get one eventually. This one's got a wee rip in it, which doesn't really bother me. I can't see it. I mean, I'm sitting on it, but I can't see it. It doesn't affect me how I'm sitting, so it doesn't bother me. I want to get myself a nice new gaming PC, and when I'm going to do that, I'll probably just buy a new desk and a new chair, and just go all out, and do it right, do it once, do it right, sort of thing. Buy everything that I need, because I don't mind the stuff I've got. I've got my 2 HP monitor setups, I've got my mic, which I actually really enjoy using this mic. It's really easy, I can pull it out of the way, push it out of the way. It's got one of those arms that's on an arm under my table. I can pull it and push it away whenever I need it, and pull it in close if I want to do a little bit of whispering. We'll switch out, we'll send out Zippo. I'll hopefully get some good levels. The only reason I don't want to send out Gamakichi is level 28, but I mean, we're on level 30. All it takes is a couple of Thunder Shocks or Thunderbolt or something, and Gamakichi will be absolutely ruined, even though Gamakichi is probably one of the better ones to use with it being fighting type. I don't know if we've got any fighting type moves on anyone else. In fact, Pain knows double kick still. This episode is just going to be a grinding episode. We're just going to be working our way. I think we're going to be about 2-3 episodes in here, just picking up the levels that we need to get. Let's keep Zippo out. I don't know. Voltobs are always one of those Pokemon. I'm not really too sure who to stick out against them, because I don't have any ground types. I've got Pain, but I've not got anything yet that I can use. I forgot we were confused. Probably should have switched out. Spark will not do too much. That's not bad. Let's go for it again. Go for the flamethrower. I feel that's all we've used on Zippo. Oh my god, we missed again. And then another Spark will take it. Oh, Screech, that's fine. I feel like we've not used any other move other than flamethrower with Zippo for quite a while. Come on this time. How unlucky am I getting with the 3 in a row? Sonic Boom does 20. And I'm going to switch out because I don't feel like fainting in this episode. Let's send out Pain. That's ridiculous. We had full health, and I can It just shows you the power of Supersonic what it can actually do to you. Let's go for the bite. I don't think we can get paralysed. I think we'll just keep going with the bite. That's just what's been going on in the background. Stuff that I'm sort of thinking about and thinking about buying for the channel. The one major thing is I've got a dog coming. It's the 20th has been the date now that's set that we're going to be picking up. Little Milo is what we've decided to call him. He's a wee blue Frenchie. I haven't been sort of keeping up to date with things, and I think it's definitely going to be something. Me and Rachel have been looking forward to it for a long time, and it's finally starting to come round to that point. Let's switch out. I don't know why I bothered with Gamakichi. Like, against a Magneton, high special attack. I think I'd rather just switch out to Pain. And and that's pretty much it. Like, I want to get myself a new PC. I want to get myself a new keyboard. I have got like it's an older keyboard. It's a keyboard I had from when I first built my gaming setup, and then a mouse that I've had since I built my first gaming setup, which was roughly around 5 years ago now. That's absolutely mad to think about that. Like, my PC down below, I mean, it runs fantastic. The only problem I'm having now is I can't render any videos that are like extra long, in terms of like, if they're too many megabytes, it just crashes, and that's the main reason that I'm going to be investing in a new PC. I'll probably end up just using Curry's and, you know, like either those like pay up sort of things, because I don't have 2-3 grand to just spend in one go. Unfortunately, life just doesn't go that way. Let's go for an egg bomb, see what an egg bomb does. It misses. Let's not go for an egg bomb. Boomerang. It's not going to do much to us. It depends on how many times it hits right enough. 2 times, that's fine. Let's go for an egg bomb this time. Come on, no miss. Yes, brilliant. Might be able to wipe it out. No. Thought, that might be strong enough to wipe out in one. It's not. So Psychic, we're definitely need to go and get Psychic. Like I said, it's in this town. You can pick it up in one of the wee houses. I couldn't think of what it was called. Let's just keep Coco in. Coco's going to get a good few levels here. I think we should probably be looking, like, by the time we leave the rocket sort of place, we should be like around about 37 with Coco 38. That's where I'm sort of thinking Coco's going to last up until. Which is fantastic. Like, I can't really complain at that. That's a lot of levels just within one building in particular. What I like to do in here is I actually like to go through all the floors and battle everyone before I then start jumping on all the warp panels. I think you can get yourself easily lost using the warp panels, and I don't actually have a knack to it, but when it comes to doing that, like, it's not going to be this episode, when it comes to doing it, I'll figure out which one's the right one, and then I'll obviously let you guys know in the episode. Let's switch out. I'm going to send out Gamakichi against the Ratakites. I'm going to try and get some levels on Gamakichi, so anytime we get like Rattatas, Ratakites, any of the Pokemon that I feel like Gamakichi's actually going to be able to do some damage to, maybe. I'm trying to think who else I could probably use. There's probably nothing else. I don't think there's any fire types in here that we're going to be coming across. So, next thing I wanted to talk about was my sleeping patterns. I don't know if I've ever actually spoke about this, but I feel like it's worth mentioning again if I have. I have managed to reduce my sleeping pattern down to 6 hours per night, and like, I know there's people that sleep a lot less than that in a night, but it's definitely one of the best things that you can possibly do. Like, managing to bring my sleeping pattern right down allows me to do stuff all the way right through the night a wee bit more, and I would like to bring it down more, but so to be honest, I think 6 hours is that sweet spot. Like, if you go to 12 up at 6, that's fine. I'm quite happy with that, or 1 up at 7, do you know what I mean? Like, it's definitely like something I would suggest to people, like if they were saying like, oh, I feel like there's not enough hours in a day. See if you can reduce it down. Like, I was really lazy. My mum always used to, like, whenever the Bruno Mars Lazy song came on, like, that was my mum's first thought was me. Like, that was the song which she most associated with me, because I was just so lazy. Like, I'd go to bed at 10 o'clock at night and I'd easily sleep through to 10 o'clock the next morning. I could sleep 12 hours plus back when I was a teenager. It was like a hibernation period. I'd go like 12, 14 hours sleeping and just not bother on the weekends. Oh, don't need help. But it's one of those things, like, once I've done, as soon as I've done this, I've actually found that I'm more productive with the time that I have, because I feel like when you get older you start to appreciate time a wee bit more. When you're younger you sort of mess about a bit. Well, I don't know, I'm just saying that generic. Like, I definitely did. I just didn't really bother with time much, and like wasted it essentially. I know you're a kid, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to just have a good time. But there's like things that I'd have liked to have done while I was a kid. Well, I probably still could have. I'd have one thing I've always wanted to do, and it's never too late to learn things like this. But I feel like there comes a point where you can't learn this, and it's a backflip. I'd love to do a backflip. I don't have a trampoline anymore, so like, where am I going to get the skills to learn that? So one thing, we always used to go on the trampoline. I had the trampoline at my mum and dad's front door, and all my mates could do backflips and I couldn't. And that's one thing that's always stuck with me. I've always wanted to be able to do a backflip. I just can't do it. So what I'll do, I'll end the episode after this episode. I'll end the episode after this episode. That makes sense. I'll end it after this battle. I don't think there's many Pokemon in his team. How many has he got? 3 Pokemon, that's fine. It's absolutely fine. But like I was saying, I definitely think about reducing your sleeping patterns. You'll get a lot more done in your time, a lot more productive. That's how I've managed to do the YouTube sort of side of things, as well as run a full-time job, and then all the in-between that goes with life. I know there's a lot of people out there that do the exact same as me, but it's definitely, it frees up a lot of hours. Let's go for an egg bomb. See what we can do with that. It's terrible, isn't it? Let's go confusion this time, see what we can do with a confusion. Oh, let's not. Let's go for egg bomb. That's me button mashing. Oh, we didn't even wipe it out. Focus energy. And, well, Coco's going to get a level out of it, which is fantastic. We'll take that all day of the week. Another level on Coco. And, do you know, the team's getting up there, aren't they? I think we're going to be struggling against Sabrina. I think she's got like a level 43 Alakazam, which is the one I'm sort of like worried about the most. So I'm hopefully going to get some pain in the Gato up some levels and go from there. But let's just pick up this item as well. We're here. TM41 Torment. I've never actually used Torment on a Pokemon. There you go. So if you liked this episode, try to give us a wee like and subscribe. And if you're watching through Facebook, a wee like and a follow. If you want to check like the description in the description bits, I've got Discord, I've got Patreon, I've got all that sort of stuff. I'll link it all down there so that you can have access to it. And I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Bye.